Hello, everybody. How you doing today?
Hello.
Oh,
Oops, I got an echo. My bad.
it's okay. How you doing, Brandon?
I'm good. How you doing today, Kathy?
I'm good. Hey, guys. So we don't have a Michelle today, so please be generous with us. We're just she's doing some stuff and she needed the night off, so please be kind. Please be kind, because it's just Brandon and I again, and it's been a while.
It has. We're gonna have to sharpen up these skills here. I feel like I got to start getting everybody's questions down and stuff before I forget.
Well, I can help with that too. So
Okay, so maybe what we'll do here is maybe we can keep it here in our chat, and or how do you want to go how we did it before, where when we call upon the person, then they ask their question?
I think that's a good idea. I know that there's some questions in there already, so we'll kind of just go with the ones that have donated at the moment, and then we'll kind of open it up, I think, later if we have any time.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay. So, hey guys. So, guess what tonight is? It is a blood moon. Anybody ready for this? It is the releasing moon. This is the moon in Sagittarius. This is actually it's like the blood moon. I don't know. I'm just kind of excited for this because a lot of things what we're hanging on to, it is time to release, but this is a different energy than some of the other retrogrades that we've headed into and moons and everything like that. This is a more loving energy, I feel.
I mean, I do feel that it's pulling at the heart, but as far as loving, I don't know. I feel like you might be getting the good end of this.
Maybe I'm getting the good end of it because I feel really good. Like I don't know. The last few phases that we've gone through, it's been like, oh my God, I just want to, I kind of feel like I wanted to run outside and just hug a tree just for like support. But I was like, no, I feel actually pretty good right now. Like I feel like I'm okay,
I think from what I've understood and from some of my clients that I've had over this past week, there has been quite an intensity, and it has been focused on the heart and matters of the heart, but also where the heart is pulling you. So there's been a lot of directional readings that I've gone with lately. I think that one of the biggest things, though, with this blood moon, and it just kept being channeled to me over and over with my own reflection with the people I was talking to, is that this is like pulling out internal perspectives or faces or points of focus that we have either completely neglected or that we kind of keep barreling, shoving down. I also feel like there's like alternate personalities that are coming out right now too, like different ways of experimenting with the self. So I think it's definitely hitting a lot of people in different ways, and it all depends on how and where your own energy is, that relationship that you have with yourself, the internal voice. Because that blood moon, it's like it's putting on a different face, a different color, a different mask than it usually does, right? And so because of that, we might be seeing those different colors or shades of ourselves. And that's what I think is kind of coming to the forefront right now.
Sorry, I was just writing into just
So if
trying to get everything done. You know what? Here's the thing. So for the last few days, I felt like, sometimes when you think about something, and I'm sure everybody's gone through this, where you kind of just go into this, like you almost go into like a state of panic, or it's like anxiety thinking about things, or you're worried about how things are going to move along, or how, whatever it is, right? It's almost this energy of like, okay, like I just need this to work out, or whatever it is. And it's weird because I've had little bits of that come through. Yes, guys, even psychics do this. Yes, we do. But it's almost as though this knowing, no matter what, it's going to be okay, and just letting it be. And that was this energy that I kept drawing through, and it's actually felt really, really, really good. And I don't know whether, like, what the heck this is. Like, maybe I just matured a bit. I don't know. Like, sometimes that can happen, right?
Yes.
So,
Listen, just because we are psychically tuned does not mean we don't go through the mundane normal things, right?
Right. This is 100% it. So guys, we're not going to have like a super long show today. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start getting into the readings today. Oh, sorry guys. I totally forgot. So on my channel, I'm back to the weekly readings. Yay. So yay. So make sure that you guys watch your weekly readings. Okay. And, click like, please share. Yeah, if you can, obviously subscribe. I'm sure you guys are already subscribed, and we truly appreciate it. Anybody new watching, please make sure you subscribe. But yeah, I'm back to the weekly readings. I'm actually going to be trying as much as I can a daily message coming through, whatever I feel drawn to do. So whether when I'm sitting there having my morning coffee, I'm just going to allow Spirit to kind of speak to me, and whether this is from your angels, your guides, whatever it is, it may be a pick a card. I'm just going to be, putting up some more video. So I'm really excited about this, and I'm really kind of glad to be, back in it. I feel like for a few months there, I was just in this place where I don't know what it was. I just couldn't, I don't know. It was like, I just wasn't feeling it. Now I'm starting to feel it again. So I'm going to, hopefully I probably should have the June readings up in the next few days as well. So thanks guys for watching and, continuing to support us. If you want a reading, Brandon, where can they reach you at?
thedreamteacher.com. Set up an appointment, shoots me a message if you need to. If you're feeling like, hey, I'm not sure if I'm fully prepared for this session, maybe I have some emotional blocks, go over to the download tab, download the headphones hypnotherapy. So I was just alerted by one of my clients. So they were telling me, and this is why I write information, is because I've crafted and created it specifically to do so. Well, she didn't listen to the hypnotherapy with headphones. And so what happened is she's been listening to this for a year now, over a year. And she was just listening to it on her phone. And she said that she finally put it on Bose speakers because she doesn't like to lie down with headphones in. It kind of bugs her. And I totally get that. So she put it on her Bose speaker, and she was in total awe. She said, Brandon, there were sounds and things in there that I had never heard before. And I've been listening to this over a year. So it made my heart just completely elated. And I was so honored. It was music to my ears to hear her hear all the different layers of sounds that I put into this thing. So if you feel like you've got a block before a session, download that, listen to that. What's supposed to come up will come up, and we can work with it and work on it together. So click on the downloads tab on thedreamteacher.com or the appointments to book a session with me.
And if you guys want to reach me for a reading, you can reach me at oracleintuitions.com or through my Facebook or my Instagram. Just message me through there. So I actually had something kind of cool happen. So I had a reading yesterday with someone, and this is somebody that I've read for, actually for a few years. And she says, I love having a reading with you because you pull exactly what it is that's in my head out. And she goes, every time you do a reading, it's like you kind of take everything that I've been scrambled up in there and you put it into an order for me, and it really helps. And so I was like, okay,
I love that.
Right? It felt really good. And, like I said, she's come to me, for a few years now, and we went through like a divorce, a new marriage, all of this, with her. And, so yeah, it was absolutely amazing. I loved it. So, oh, Naomi, thank you. It's very true. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with that, but lately I've been able to kind of just pull stuff out, and, maybe that's just a whole new gift with me. But I mean, I've been doing readings for a while, but it's kind of nice when you hear that from a client. It just makes you feel so good that you're able to really guide them. So absolutely loved it. So
that leads me.
What's that?
That leads me to think of something here. And I just lost the point because I'm up in the chat at the same time. Darn it. I should have just spoke when I had the thought. It's something I wanted to share with everybody, but it's fluttering away from me. Kathy, can you confirm some of these donations we've got?
I did already. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, they're all there. Thank you guys so much for donating. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Heather. Hi, Amy. Hi, Miguel. Hi, Lovity. Hi, Shafty. Sorry, guys. If I missed anyone, I apologize. But yeah,
Shafty,
they did.
not Shafty.
I said Shafty. Oh, Shafty.
Shafty.
Shafty. Not Shafty.
Shafty, love tea. It's love tea, right? Not Lovety, love tea.
Love tea.
And I think that's really her name, Love Tea.
That's a beautiful name.
So I've got Naomi, Miguel, Shafi, Love Tea, HK, and Jessica. Can we confirm all of those?
Not Shafi. I think Shafi is, I think Shafi put a question down, but yeah. So we're going to start with Naomi. And Naomi had asked.
All right, I do have them all compiled here on a note. If you need me to read that out. So I have them all here in case we don't have to hunt and
go ahead
through the whole chat. Yes, that's my name.
Yeah, I saw that. Thanks, Lefty.
All right. So first, Naomi is sharing with us 2 months ago, you said we wouldn't get the land exactly the way we wanted it. And you were right. We changed lender to lender and hit some bumps along the way. But good news, we will close July 30th. Yay! Woohoo! Congratulations. It's so exciting.
Happy for you guys. I'm so happy for you.
Absolutely. The energy.
It's the start of a whole new life.
It is just like this whole, what a beautiful release too for the full moon. That is the one thing Kathy and I were talking about is we really want you guys to, we are teachers. We're here to help teach and also align. And one thing we really want you to start considering is going with the tides and flows of the moons. And I'm a little bit more strict, I think, and a little more dramatic. And I'm telling Kathy, we should only take these questions that have to do with the full moon. But Kathy's like, no. So we can delicately suggest here that asking questions and doing things in relation to where the planets are, and especially the moon, since it's our direct satellite, it could be extremely beneficial for you. So if you have questions about letting things go, the finality of something, disconnecting, cutting strings, etc., please put those up towards the front of your list here, because it could be to your advantage to ask something like this. Okay. So what we've got, Naomi's question. My question is, will this year be the time for us to get the manufactured home so we can finally live on our 10 acres, or next year? Thank you. Naomi is a Pisces, if you remember.
I do. Naomi, I just want to confirm something with you. Where would you, I think I'm getting some feedback. Am I getting feedback?
I don't hear it.
Okay.
You hear it?
A little bit.
It should go away.
Okay. Naomi, what were you guys going to live in on the land if it wasn't for the manufactured home? Because I personally keep seeing the manufactured home there anyhow. So I'm kind of confused with my own visions that are coming through, because that's what I keep getting shown. I'm actually getting shown some other structure there for some reason. I don't know if there's a structure there already. it almost, I almost want to say like a garage or a shed or something like that. Not that you guys would be living in that or whatever, but it's like I kind of see something there. I don't know if it's already there or if this is something that you were also planning on building, but I honestly, I feel like you guys should just go for it. Like that's what I keep feeling. We're renting temporarily until we can get the home on the land. We will be getting a tiny home for my dad. Oh, that's why I keep seeing this other little structure. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. It's like a tiny home. Okay. Because it felt like there was something else on the land, like as well as the trailer. I keep feeling honestly like you should go and just do the manufactured home. I keep feeling, Namie, that you should, like, I don't, okay. Get my words all into one full paragraph here. When I'm shown you guys being on the land, I'm showing you guys actually being on the land, like having the land and actually being on it. And the next step is a home loan. Yeah, I feel like almost if you can find even a way to maybe possibly combine those in some manner or something along that line. But I just feel like when you talk about the land, I see you guys on the land. So it's not like, you know, that you're here and the land's over there. It feels like you're supposed to be living on the land. So even if this is like a trailer of some sort, you know, or something, it just feels like you guys should be on the land. Like maybe go and just, I just keep feeling like go for the home loan, you know, as soon as you can, like when you can qualify for it or when you can get it or whatever it is, it's time to go for it. Is what I keep getting, because it feels like, I don't know how to describe this, but the land is calling you. Okay. That's the best way that I can actually say it. I feel like the land is calling you, like you should be on that land. Okay. So I hope that helps. Brandon?
You know, I don't think there's much that I can say, because I think you've really summed up a lot of what's happening. It feels, as soon as I connect with this, it feels like that heart comes through. So there is something important about the heart, and either the heart of the land or the heart of the people involved. Immediately, I'm shown that it's just this feeling of abundance, and that keeps cycling through yourselves and the property and the house, and it's this beautiful continuous cycle. Spirit keeps showing me, if you get this house, the manufactured house, this year and put it on the land, it's just going to create such an enveloping, welcoming, loving feeling, and generating that in this space. And it being your first year there, it's just going to maintain that beat the rest of the time that you're there. So totally feel like there isn't much else to talk about. It feels like a pretty clean, clear-cut decision that is in positive support of that venture.
Yeah, I just feel, I don't know. It just feels like it's calling me. Yes, this does help. Yeah. I don't know how to, like, even if you guys just got like a small trailer or something, it almost feels like if you're renting, you're putting money away, you're putting money towards rent rather than putting it towards, you know, the building of something or the creation of something or whatever. I'm not telling you guys what to do. This is just what I keep feeling like you guys should be on the land somehow. And that's what I just keep picking up. So I'm glad it's helped, but it just feels so good for you to be there and not be waiting to and start enjoying, you know, yourself and your homes and all of that. Like, it just feels like this family unit really coming together, even if it's just, you know, you and Miguel. Like it just feels like this is a family unit truly coming together. So and yeah, I'm glad that helps. It makes sense, and I agree with you. Okay, good. I'm glad. I'm glad that helped. And Miguel also had a question too.
Yes. Thank you, Namie. So our next question from Miguel here. Good evening, Kathy, Brandon, and Michelle and spirits. I love. Taurus, Mr. Miguel, and I'm here for a general reading and if my guides have any messages for me.
Yeah. Okay. So Miguel, I don't know what's going on with your energy, my dear, but why are you angry? It's not even a real anger.
You know what? It's so funny you say that because it almost feels like another layer of passion.
Right. Yeah. Like it feels like, I don't know. There's something under the surface here that it's funny because when Brandon was talking about releasing, oh, he has been a grouch. Okay. Well, the message from your guides, because I'm showing your anger, is stop being a grouch. Okay. No. Let's get a little bit deeper in there.
That's a technical term.
The technical term, yeah. Just stop that. Okay. Stop that behavior, young man. So I feel like, oh my goodness. Okay. So it almost feels as though anger or this, whatever you got going on in here, I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like you got so much going on this side of the head and, like twisting and turning and all kinds of words and all kinds of, thoughts and being scared and all of this stuff. But so it's kind of coming out in this energy of being upset or being anger, whatever it is. And I'm here to tell you that things are going to be absolutely fine. And I'm getting a reminder from your guides right now that they're saying you want your clients to keep coming back to you because this is your business, as massage therapy. And you don't want to be passing off that energy to your clients as well. Because what I keep feeling is that your clients, or I don't know if you started this job or if this is like talking about, going into future energy here, but your clients, what I keep getting is that they adore you. Like they just want to keep coming back to you. They want to have your energy, and there's a reason why they keep coming back to you. And I'm actually getting that you have some clients, or there's going to be some clients that actually really, like, when they're booking, like they can't wait for their booking to come. So it feels, so what I keep feeling, maybe this is why you're supposed to be on the land. I'm not sure. Maybe that will help with some of that grounding energy, but yeah, they love your energy. Exactly. And you want them to continue loving your energy. So I feel like for however you need to do it, whether it's, meditation or whatever, try to, what I keep seeing? I keep seeing like you needing to scream, which is weird.
Well, it's funny you say that because I'm just going to be straight up and blunt here. I feel like there needs to be good sex, good connection. Good intimacy right now. It's a full moon. It's a great time for that kind of carnal release with that blood moon and just having a beautiful intimate experience. The one thing Spirit keeps showing me with Miguel is that it's like something feels like it needs to be under the skin. And so it feels like maybe certain things are getting annoying to you, things that might not have been annoying or just they're simple before, they're really starting to get under your skin. And there is that need of needing to go into the skin. That anger really feels like passion that really wants to be expressed, and a nice intimate moment is what I keep feeling and being shown that's just gonna dissipate everything away. Just let the troubles and worries fall behind.
I like Miguel's
so
he's like, yes.
If y'all are on the same page.
Yes.
See, I know my Taurus people. I know the feeling.
Yeah, it feels like, it's always, well, besides sex, I mean, it just feels like that energy, like if you were to get into a car and just drive and just scream or play loud music or, do something that is just, like an energy of release in some way. Sex will do that for sure. So, but that's, it doesn't feel like there's really anything in particular. It's like, I just keep seeing like a circus wheel, like Or
He's
a
just
Ferris wheel, it's
energetic.
like this and this and this and this and this, right?
He's just open to energy. It's not anything in particular.
Yeah.
It's just all the stuff being flooded into him. And almost every week when we connect with Miguel, or each week that he comes, there's always this outside influence that hits him. So I think it's just him being extra sensory perceptive, about what's going on around him and picking up on all that energy.
I would love to know what your moon sign is, Miguel. Do you know?
Yeah.
Do you happen to know? Because there is a lot of intuitive energy. And it's interesting because Naomi has this absolutely beautiful intuitive energy around her as well. And so between the two of you, it almost feels like Naomi receives, but you receive from others. Like she receives from here and you receive from around you. So you'd probably be a very good intuitive, like a very strong intuitive. But it'd be interesting to know what your moon sign was if you ever, if you happen to know it. I would love to know it. It would be kind of interesting to know. But I hope that helps, Miguel. That is the message really from your guides, because I truly feel like people want to continue to connect to you. And he's saying that they are sad that you're leaving, that he's leaving his current employer. Hopefully they can, maybe follow you or something like that, or maybe some of you. But I do feel going further into your business, into your work, clearing that energy is really going to help. It's really going to help.
I don't pick up on energy. Well, you might not consciously recognize this, but other people can definitely kind of sync their own energy with you. So that's what we were talking about before in one of the previous shows about massaging other people. When you kind of move their pain, you might start to feel it move and shift into your own body, your own shoulders. But this is an energetic thing, not perhaps being psychic, or at least consciously psychic, but just it's an energy exchange. It happens to all of us when our auras cross. And okay, good.
Oh, he says I do pick up on energy.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was gonna say, yeah. Come on, Miguel, you know that you do.
I love what Naomi's saying. She says, that's amazing to hear. I've been using angel cards and a bit amazed in the results. I've done readings on my family members, and I would ask the same question and it would be the same amount. Beautiful. Same result. And it's funny because I kept feeling like the crown chakra, like energy or information flowing through your crown, right? So
sounds like just a lot of beautiful release there.
Yeah.
Over on that land, that beautiful parcel. Kathy, that light behind you looks so cool. It looks like the lane.
So I bought this, like, I don't know what it is. It's kind of like a night sky, whatever, cloudy. Yeah. I don't know what this is. Like, it's kind of a galaxy type of light.
I'm obsessed. It looks
so
cool.
It is so cool. And I love it. And I bought it originally because when I'm doing readings, you can see my back wall. Okay, I can't seem to get the camera like when I'm doing, when I was doing the weekly readings and stuff. You can now see my back wall, and I don't know. I couldn't really get around that unless I really like expanded the focus, and then that kind of blows everything out of ways and whatever. So I thought, you know what? If I could just have something on the back wall, there would be a distraction from, the doorknob that people could be looking at, or a light switch, or whatever it is back there. And so I found this, and it worked perfectly. So cool, and so if people watch my weekly readings, they can see that. I just turned it around for the show, but they can see it in the back. So
that is really cool. I'm loving like the patterns. It literally looks like little flames or something.
Yeah. And it does have little stars, but the stars kind of are green. So I don't really have it on because it's kind of, I think that would be more annoying than anything.
Now you've got your galactic aura, your moon, your, what's it called? I can't remember. It's a wall net. No, what did Michelle call it? We're not allowed to call it the dream thing.
You're not allowed to call it apparently a dream catcher, like just a wall hanging. I don't know exactly. Wall. Yeah.
Michelle had the technical term.
This is all rose quartz too with the feathers. So it's just beautiful. I love it. I love it.
Looking good. Look at everybody. All the love and support you guys have given us have helped us transform. Okay, don't look at my background, but Kathy's background transform into this beautiful studio. It's so cool. We're watching it happen right before our eyes.
What's that? Yeah. You're watching the transformation right
so
there.
Cool.
Miguel says, my hands get hot when I'm doing massage therapy. So yeah, because okay, again, to kind of explain it a little bit, I keep feeling Nami with the head chakra, but you, I don't even know what really to call it, but it's almost as though, like, it's sort of, I guess to some degree, it's not really Reiki because you are actually putting your hands on people, but your energy just flows through. Oh, quantum healing. It's like a quantum healing type of energy is what I keep getting from you, Miguel, which would sort of fit with that massage. You may even want to just I would even just Google quantum healing. Just check it out, because I think that this might be something that I could really see you doing. And I think I had mentioned it for Isandra as well, but it just feels like this could be something that you may also want to take a look into and just see if it resonates with you. So, yeah.
Very cool.
I hope that's helped, guys. Who is next? I believe.
All right. Next up is going to be Love T.
Okay.
Love T is an Aries, general love for the month of June. Hi, Stop the Cap. Not sure if you are referencing a person specifically. I know Kathy knows multiple Candaces. I know multiple Candaces. So if it's something you... okay. I think there might be some weird troll thing or something. Does anybody know a Candace? I think it's some weird troll coming into the group.
Okay, well, we'll get rid of that anyway. I'll just figure out how to... There we go.
Remove.
Hopefully I'm not blocking the wrong person, but we'll see. There we go.
Perfect.
Yeah, we'll get rid of that. Zineb, we do have a few others just ahead of you, okay? So, but we will be getting to you right away. So, general love for...
Love T.
Love T. For June. Okay, I keep hearing something about the middle of the month. What is Love T's birth? What is her sign?
Love T is Aries.
Okay, so weird because I literally keep hearing Gemini, even though it's Gemini season. I realize that, but I keep hearing the word Gemini coming through. I don't know if this has to do with the Gemini that you know, but it feels as though just let me see here for yourself. Is there somebody in particular? And yes, Jessica, absolutely. We can keep your donation for next week if you want. That's absolutely fine. Yeah, we'll be here. So I hope that helps. Thank you, honey. Love T, is there somebody in particular? Because this doesn't feel random. Like what I'm getting is not a random energy. It doesn't feel like somebody just really appearing. It kind of feels like there's more something directed. Thank you, Jessica. Big hugs. Love you. So if Love T can, if you're still here, if you're around, I'm just gonna. Okay, yes, there is, but I'm taking your advice to keep them out of sight, out of mind. Okay. Maybe that's why I'm feeling like a middle of the month, because I'm going to be honest, I don't feel like there's I'm not really getting a random energy coming through. This feels like a connected energy. So I don't know if it's this person that's coming through. Initial is R. Do you know his birthday or do you know his sign? It does. It just feels like, what's that word? How do I explain this? It just feels like something is coming through. Like it feels like an energy that's changing, an energy, he's a Capricorn. Okay. An energy that is changing, an energy that's coming forth. It almost feels like there needed to be a break. There needed to be a step back. Now, I don't know for sure if it is this Capricorn that is coming through. I literally keep hearing the word Gemini. So I don't know if this is Gemini season or if it's a Gemini that you may possibly already know or have in your life of some way. But I just keep hearing about the middle of the month. This energy is really coming forth and it feels like it's a step up, because I'm literally being shown steps, like step up, like somebody is stepping up or stepping up to the plate, coming forth. And it feels like a more open. Here's the thing. Okay, so this is what I'm also getting. It does feel like an opening energy that is coming towards you, a more open energy, but not quite there yet. Okay, so what I'm getting here is I feel like I literally am hearing the words, don't fall for, I'm just going to say this. Don't fall for his crap quite yet. Like, not that he's going to be dishing out crap, but don't completely open yourself up. Like, make him work for it is what I keep getting. Okay. Like he's got to put that effort in. He's got to put that work in. And that's what I keep getting.
That's so interesting because I'm shown an extremely similar vibration here. So what I was being shown was that right now, this is all the time about investing into the self. So I don't know if you've been frustrated by Mr. Capricorn or feeling like you've been burned one too many times. And so you're like, okay, I just need to put this energy on me. Like, I'm going to open myself to myself, make myself feel good, tune in with my emotions, figure out where I am, what I'm feeling, develop that self-relationship. It's always a beautiful thing. But just as Kathy is connecting with, I also connect with this. Spirit is showing me that there is a really clear, almost heavy, the way that it comes across to me, relationship, meaning that it has magnitude, that it has importance of some kind that comes into yourself, into your life, into this time during Gemini season, at least. They're showing me, though, that it's somebody. They're showing me this kind of new connection with you and this person. They show me that you've been at distance with this person and the connection has been deadened or completely still, completely quiet. Now, it is interesting that both Kathy nor myself are being shown if it's this Capricorn person in general. My instinct, based on what I'm being shown, is since they're showing me it's a new connection, a new energy of a connection, that it would be somebody different, but it is entirely possible that Capricorn could be going through a total transformation right now, and what comes out could be new. So we're not picking up, it doesn't seem, on the person, but it's very clear that there's something like waiting here, something with magnitude. And honestly, the fact that the first thing that I'm being shown is that there's an investment of love into self, investment of emotions into self. It doesn't even matter who it is, because what's important is that the love and the feelings you're generating in yourself right now are going to be reflected in the connection with that person. And that is what is important.
Yeah, it just feels like for me, it feels like there's a connection. I don't know. It's such an interesting vibration. Like, it could be very well a new person, but there's a connection there within this energy. So whether you guys recognize each other energetically, something along that line, I am literally being shown the middle of the month. So, I mean, that doesn't mean, that something can't come through before or can't come through, near the end. But it almost feels like I just keep getting shown like June 15th, or that's literally a date that I keep seeing. So I don't know exactly what that has to do with. I feel like it only has to do with the timing of something. So, but you're going to know what this is. And
it's going to feel like a mirror.
Yeah. Like, there's not going to be a doubt in it. Like, you're going to go, oh, I'm like, it's in here and I'm feeling it and all of that. So I hope that helps, Levity.
Such a nice time. Gemini is going to be such a good season for you, Levity. It's going to be
and definitely focus on the self-love. I mean, that is absolutely what is needed right now, especially with it's interesting because especially with that Aries energy that you have going on, I sometimes feel like you may not always put the focus onto yourself. And it may be in a matter of, it's not that the focus isn't on yourself, but it feels like it's not deep within yourself. Like it's almost like time to explore who you are for the next few weeks. Like really explore yourself, your inner, okay? Not what's going on externally, not what's going on around you. Just start really exploring who you are at that core, because it's almost like I'm being shown this ball of fire within your core. That's not a bad thing. All that's basically saying is that the core of yourself is wanting to expand. It wants to be known. It wants to be discovered. Okay. So
it's such a good time. I'm so excited. Anytime I can feel somebody truly, like, genuinely embarking on that self-love, my heart is just elated. I can't help it.
Well, it's self-love and self-knowledge, right? It's really knowing who you are and how you feel about things. And, and it's funny because a lot of people don't quite realize when you have that core self of who you are, that's where things, okay, when you know who you are, things like manipulation don't come through anymore. Why? Because you recognize it. You know who you are. You're not in a place of doubt. You're not in a place of, oh, I don't know if I should do this. I don't know if I should do this. I don't know if I should do that. Because you know you, and you recognize an energy. You start really, and then also too, when you start to know who you are, that's when energy can really start coming towards you. Right. And it's going to start matching your energy and truly who you are. And, our knowing our core selves is our morals, and we've talked about this, our integrity, our honor, and it doesn't. And here's the thing. It doesn't mean that we all have to sit there and be in a place of, oh, I'm this, or I'm giving, or I'm that, or it's being true to who you are. It's kind of like a lot of people, and I'm just going to get into this just for a quick second. A lot of people kind of feel like, oh, I always have to be a nice person. I have to be a nice person. Otherwise people won't like me. So they end up doing things that are not within their true self, right? It's kind of like, I have to do this in order to be a nice person, or in order for people to like me, I got to be this person, or whatever it is. But that's not being true to you. If you, hey, you know what? If you don't want to go and rescue every stray cat that's on the street, but you're kind of following along because everybody else is doing it, it's like the cool thing to do for that day, but you're not enjoying it. That's not being you, right? You don't have to hug every orphan. You don't need to hug every cat. You don't need to, you don't need to be always giving and whatever, just because of the perception of others. If it is not aligning with you, right, then you're not true to you. So
I keep listening to this song, and it was the one that I sent you to, Kathy, because it's called Know Who You Are. And she's like, this is not who you are. And then she's like, you know who you are. And I'm like, oh God, it hits me every time.
Yeah.
I just keep hearing it over and over again, maybe because I've been listening to it over and over again.
That's beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. And it is. It just feels so strong within yourself. Like, and that's the whole purpose of it, right? Is just feeling that strength within yourself and knowing, like, and it's funny because I've told people before, and you guys have listened to me talk about this before, and when I hear bullshit stories, my brain and my body automatically just shut down, and I walked away, like in the middle of people talking. and people will be like, well, it's kind of rude. And it's nice when you have friends that will look, just look at them and go, she's not being rude. She's just not listening to bullshit. Done. And that's, I'm not saying you have to walk around being rude or being mean or being whatever, but if something isn't jiving with you, you do not need to be a part of it. That's all that I'm saying, right? So, I believe Zeneb is next. Am I right?
Actually,
and then Heather.
HK is up next, and
Oh,
then
HK is. Oh, right. Yes,
Zainab.
Heather is up next. Okay, perfect. Okay, so that's HK.
HK.
What did Heather want to know?
Heather, Capricorn, would love a general reading.
Okay. No, Allison, you actually didn't miss much, but it's good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. It's a pleasure. Okay, general reading for Heather. Okay, so Heather, the first thing I'm feeling, I want to say congratulations, by the way, for putting yourself out there like you have been. You've been amazing. I'm trying to catch as many lives as I can that you've been doing on Instagram. Keep doing it. Don't get discouraged. I do feel a little bit of discouragement from you in some way. I almost feel like it's time for you to, if you haven't done this already, what I keep hearing and what I keep feeling is it's time to make some sort of like Facebook page or a business page or something along that line. And again, Brandon and I are happy to promote it also, just so you know. Don't get discouraged. This is what I keep hearing from your guides. Oh, no, wait a minute. And there's something else coming in. Are you taking a new class? Or are you learning something new? Because it almost feels like a new development is coming through, or a new like I don't know what this is. It just feels like you're learning something new. I have it feels like on top of the Reiki, it feels like there's either something that is presenting itself that you want to start doing, or maybe it's about to present itself, or you've actually started. Oh, human design. Well, there we go.
This is the
Okay.
second time.
Because it just feels like it was like, whew, all of it. It was like I just literally stopped talking and I just felt this coming right like that. Perfect. This is beautiful, Heather. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I can't even tell you how proud I am of you in 1,001 million different bloody ways. Like, I'm just so proud of you. Okay, so I'm getting that. Okay, and they're talking about, I don't know how these two are connecting. I don't know much about either. So, I mean, I'm flying blind here. But what I keep getting is somehow integrating the two of these techniques together in some way. And I'm also getting a lot of crystals coming in for some reason. Like, I just literally got shown like a bunch of crystals. So I don't know if you've been collecting crystals or you have them or something, because it just feels like I'm literally being shown crystals, like, and they're absolutely gorgeous. Like, but it just feels like they're resonating with you. It almost feels like, here's the interesting thing. I know I'm all over the place, Heather, and I apologize. You know how I read, so I'm not really too worried about it. I really feel your own chakra system. It's almost like it's literally snapping into place like that. I keep getting shown like it's snapping, like going right into alignment with each other, or, like going straight into alignment. I'm literally seeing a white light coming from your crown through the spine. And each chakra is actually glowing. So it's like, you've seen those pictures. I don't know if you've ever seen those pictures where they'll show, that chakra system lined up and each one is glowing, but I'm actually seeing that white light coming through the crown, going in and coming out the soles. It feels like you're really absolutely starting to line up with you're listening to spirit, and you're being drawn to where exactly it is that you need to go and what it is that you need to do. There's just so much power coming out of you. It's like, I feel it from here. I don't, yeah.
I just want to jump in here real quick, Kathy.
Yeah,
That's
please.
okay. Well, the one thing I keep feeling here when I connect to Heather's energy is this very distant communication. And so I do feel like, I don't know if you have created a relationship with entities or beings or like Syrian star seeds or something, but Spirit keeps showing me is that you're having this universal communication. Now, I also don't know how much you're getting into human design, because when you listen to human design and when you listen to Ra'uruhu, when you listen to him speak, he is speaking of how consciousness, how our life has evolved from the breakdown and explosion of stars, and there's this Ban and Tug energy.
Brandon, just give me, Brandon, I'm going to be right back in
Sure.
just a second, okay?
Sure.
Just
They
you, okay.
kind of they break apart and shatter into these little fractals, and that's essentially what consciousness is. And when you listen to these talks that he has, they will elevate your consciousness to like this whole other level. But it is really hard for a lot of people to understand, so it will take repetitive listening. You know, I haven't I'm not, this does not come from any form of ego, but I really do have a great brain, a brain that can multitask and concentrate on multiple different things at once and pick up on a lot of different stuff. My brain is a really, really good muscle in my body. Okay, I'm not like massively muscly, but my brain is muscly. So I can usually keep up pretty well with things, but even that I really have a hard time with, and I have to repeat and go back over and over to understand fully what he's doing, because he will bring you to another realm. So I highly recommend, if you're not doing that now, Heather, to listen to these talks, listen to these teachings. Start from the very, very beginning with the rave teachings. Now, what I'm also picking up on here in your energy is Spirit keeps showing me that you're really getting into a space of, yes, you might be doing distant communication, but you're equally grounding your energy as well. They're showing me that there may be some uncomfortable emotions coming up right now. They're showing me things like, all I'm going to say to this, Heather, is just remember to be honest with yourself, because even if there are things that come up that may not seem like the best, or even if there's a moment where you're like, oh my gosh, am I like a fraud? Or, you know, do I have this wound? Does this make me a bad person? Just be honest with yourself, and that is just going to dissipate completely. So there might be some tough emotions coming up because you really are expanding your energy an amazing amount. But just continue to be honest. Do not hide from the shadow. Do not hide from any other face. Just be clear and honest and supportive with your own self. Again, a good advice from one of our last readings: keep that relationship with the self. And when there feels like a part of you that's like got a little, you know, maybe a emotional stab that you felt after a realization, have that other part that is the healer come to nurture it. That is the true master. Those are the people that I would come to for healing or energetic work, are the people who can take their own advice, or that can be their own client. That is a very good symbol of mastery.
You know what's interesting is, even as I'm sitting here, it's like your energy surrounds me. Like, I know that sounds weird, but it's like your energy is just expanding so much. You've got so much. I really literally want to use the word power. And I feel like this is just the beginning of it. And so you guys, you know, I had I've watched, you know, Heather's Reiki sessions on, and she does do some on Instagram. Heather, if you want, you can put your Instagram down below in the comment section. It's totally up to you. But I tell you, I listened to it for like 20 minutes and I felt so amazing afterwards. So I would actually even love to have you on a show on a Sunday, you know, to do an interview with you, if you would be up for it sometime. But I really feel like, you know, it's time to bring those clients through, because you've got such an energy that's to be shared, and, you know, to start creating that business for yourself. So I hope that that's helped, Heather. Like, truly, truly so proud of you.
Heather, what is your type? What is your aura? What's the human design type that you are? I'm really interested, because Kathy kept feeling that whole expanded energy. So I'm interested in your type from Human Design, because the type helps dictate, or as they understand it, shapes the aura. So that's why I'm asking, just to see how receptive you are with her aura. A generator, I knew it. Okay, yep. The generators, they envelop, they bring in, they absorb. Oh, that's really cool.
Beautiful.
So
Thank you
yeah,
so much, Heather.
picking up on that.
I hope that that's helped. Oh, I'm really interested in knowing this. Now, I want to know what I want to know what my human design is now. I'm kind of.
Oh, I think I have yours right here.
Oh,
come on, Kathy.
You're so welcome.
I know we've talked about this before. There you are, Kathy. Kathy is a generator with a sacral authority. Sport definition, and the personality type is the 3-5. That's me. We're both the martyr heretic. But look at your little chart here. You've got, see if we can see that. Look at that crown chakra all lit up. Look at that. Ooh-wee. Interesting. Huh?
That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I'm gonna it's so good to see you, Heather, as well, Heather. And again, please, I'm actually probably just gonna contact you. I might just text you over the next week or so and see if you're interested in coming onto the show one of these times. We'd love to have, like I said, we'd love to have you as a guest. So I believe
we're running out of time. So
yeah,
Zainab is next. Zainab, Jenny, are you still with us?
Yeah, and then there's also Allison as well after. So
did Allison give us a question here?
She donated as well. So
well, thank you, love. If you can put your question in the chat, we'll be able to take that as well. Okay, Zainab, are you with us, love? Are you with us? I keep seeing that meme go around about Zoom calls are modern day seances now.
Yeah. What was Zainab's question? Did you have it, or?
I do have Zainab's question here. Zainab is Gemini. I want to reconcile with Usman, but he is with Sabrina behind my back. Will we reconcile after I express my feelings towards him?
She has expressed them, or she will express them?
Will we reconcile after I express my feelings towards him? I'm going to assume she has not.
Okay. I'm going to be honest, Zainab. I feel like it's not the time to express them at this point. So this is the energy that I keep getting in regards to him. I feel like with Allison, I feel this is interesting. I almost feel like this is a karmic energy that needed to come in for some reason in regards to him. I almost feel like this energy with him, and like he's learning a lesson, or he's learning something from this person. I'm getting that you should actually just take a step back and let this lesson be learned how it's supposed to be learned. Because I feel a natural progression of him coming towards you. I feel like right now, if you were to express how you feel, there could be disappointment, not because of the fact that there's a caring or anything else. I just feel like this lesson needs to happen first for whatever reason it is. The thing is that when somebody's going behind your back like that in the first place, I don't know if the energy that you're going to be expressing to them is going to be taken in the manner that it's meant to come out. Okay. And so I feel a lot of blockage from him initially. So I almost feel like you need to like almost remove yourself from this energy for a little bit. I do not feel that this is going to be a long time, but I do feel that it's time for you to, no, this is for Zeneb, Allison, sorry. I feel like you need to just take a step back. You need to take a step back and then let him come to you in some way.
Yeah, I'm going to second that here. So again, I don't know, Zainab, if you were listening in, but your readings did start at about 57 minutes. So if you're just joining us or if you listen later, you can look at it then. Just scroll to that time. Now, when I look at the energy between the two of you, I definitely do feel that there have been those bond changes, connection changes. But just like Kathy is saying, it is likely, I feel, that he is going to come back, and you need to notice and remember how he treated you before, because if he went behind your back once, it's going to happen again. And as good as it's going to feel for him to return and come back, you really got to ask yourself if you can accept what he did in the past, and if you can accept that it might also happen again in the future. But it does look like he is going to come back. It does. I'm seeing shown this really big feeling of growth and expansion in yourself. Then they're showing me that this is like the aura and emotional awareness because of your excitement. So it does feel like he is going to come back, but you really got to ask yourself, do you really want that? And can you really trust each other? That's going to be the baseline. If you do not have trust together, then you're going to see all these little pickings apart where you're eating each other and gnawing away like at each other's connection and bond, like just really getting into and under each other's skin. So just be careful. And honestly, when he does come back, make sure to have trust being your focal points together. That's what's going to be able to make you sustain, because if you don't have that, it's definitely going to be quite a challenge.
Yeah, it exactly what Brandon said. It just feels like he has to learn this lesson. He has to have that awareness to come back on his own. He has to deal with whatever consequences, I guess, that are going to arise from him, going behind your back, all of these things. I just feel like there's a lesson that is coming through, and it's going to be very, very specific for him. But you also don't want to be a part of it. To put it another way, you don't want to be a part of the chaos that he's going to have to go through in order to come back. So you need to take that step back and let him sit in his own pile of junk. Okay, is probably the better way to say it. And that's going to be, to be a part of that is not going to be beneficial for you in any way, shape, or form. So I hope that has helped. We're getting a lot of
it's the moon, don't worry.
Right? We're getting a lot of weirdo people coming through. Oh,
it's just the moon.
I thought I actually got rid of them, but hang on. Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
we're just doing. Okay. All right.
All right, let's move on here. We are running out of time, so I don't know if we're going to have time for lottery questions, but we are going to finish up our donations. Jenny, you're up next, and Allison, you're after that. If we do have lottery time, we'll let you know. Oh, Zainab, so I don't know if you're with us live or if you're behind the times. We're currently at 1 hour and 3 minutes. Your reading started at 57. So we just finished up, actually. We missed live the whole thing. So if you do have any questions, we'll try to answer them in between our other readings if you do go back and listen. So
just rewind it and you'll see what we had to say. Okay.
It could be just that she's just behind, and there's a few minutes behind the schedule, okay. So that's okay. All right, Jenny. Jenny is here. She said LOL.
She is, yes.
Miss Sagittarius, and general reading, please, for Jenny.
Okay. So, Jenny, the first thing I'm picking up is it feels like your energy is a lot lighter than it was from last week. And I don't know what the heck happened, but how does this guy keep getting through? Am I missing something?
No, he has multiple accounts.
Okay. Anyway, just so you guys know, we try to get rid of these people that keep, spamming the account. So, okay. So yeah, it just like your energy feels open, lighter. I actually hear laughing inside of you. Like it just feels like, okay, don't laugh at me, Jenny. You already know me. So, you know how I read. When I'm looking inside of you and your aura and your energy, what I keep getting shown is like the sun. I see butterflies. I see a field. I feel like it almost feels like you went from this energy of like a stormy energy to this beautiful, bright energy. I actually don't even know if those images mean anything to you. The fact of seeing like a field or open field, the sun, it's like butterflies. Like it literally is like your energy has 100% changed from what it was. I feel like, you should let go of that toxic group. Okay, good. Because that is a absolute benefit for you. Just let me just Jenny, are you in a relationship? Because it feels like I think I don't know if you're married or something like that. I am literally being shown sorry, excuse my language. I'm literally being shown that you are, how did I do this? Sorry, guys, I don't mean to do this. I'm just trying to get rid of this moron who keeps hacking us. There we go. Okay. I keep getting shown like the Knight of Cups. What's that?
Allison's like, smile, Brandon.
I keep getting shown the Knight of Cups. So when I keep getting
why did you time out Jenny?
Oh, did I?
Yes.
Uh-oh. I thought I did the guy.
Ay, Dios mío. First, don't worry about it. I've got the guy.
Okay.
Second of all, Jenny, we're sorry, Kathy.
How do we get out of that? Why don't we
300 seconds. I don't know what that does.
What's that?
I don't know if we can undo.
No, it just says she was blocked for 5 minutes. So we'll let that sit for a minute. And why don't we go to Allison while we're working on, like, while we're waiting for Jenny to come back, because I'm a moron.
Oh God, that's hilarious.
Sorry, Jenny.
Sorry, love. Just trying to get rid of these people. Just make sure you report him for harassment. They don't.
Yeah.
YouTube doesn't like that.
Let's go to Allison first while we're waiting for, I think I can actually message Jenny. I'm not sure. Maybe I can't. I don't know. Oh, yes, I can. Hang on.
Jenny?
Yeah.
You have access? Okay.
I think I can email her just to let her know that I'm a dum-dum head.
She can hear us, I think. I just don't think they can chat.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Okay, we'll do Allison real quick and then Jenny. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Allison, you're up. Okay, so Allison is Cancer and wants to know, what city or country do you see me moving to? I feel like it's somewhere specific for a purpose. Okay, so with these questions, Allison, now, if it's extremely like all over your energy and it's just very clear, then there might be a word or something that kind of pops out, maybe even like I don't know, numbers or degrees or something that relate to a specific place. But most of the time, that's not the case. And that's because it's extremely rare for us to be specifically destined to one place or one person. So Kathy usually asks for you to kind of have something in mind so she can tap into the energy of what that place is going to be like for you. And I also do the same thing. So essentially, the difference is, and what Kathy likes to talk about is like, we're not going to be the ones to create your life. You know, we're the ones that help you to guide you in the right places that feel right. So if you do already have some kind of ideas, you can throw out a name, a city, or, you know, a country that you're thinking, and we can tap into the energy of that. But otherwise, you know, I'll try as I connect with your energy just to see if anything pops through.
I am getting something, but I don't know if this is going to resonate with you, Allison, but I did pick up on it almost like when you asked, but then I was like, well, maybe I need more details. So I'm just going to go with this first, and then maybe Brandon can, let me know what he was, you know, see if this is resonating with the both of you. I keep getting something to do, like almost like Arizona, like Sedona. I just keep feeling someplace that is, not desert exactly, but it just feels a sense of mystical in there. Like that was the first thing I kept feeling, was like a Sedona or like an Arizona. Like what I'm getting shown is, I don't want to say tumbleweeds, but maybe that was tumbleweeds. I'm not exactly sure, but it just feels like I see little cactus. I see like more open area. I don't know if that's resonating with you, but that's what I was shown right away. So I'm not sure if it's a place that is similar to that, but that's what I kept seeing. And the first thing I thought of, the first thing that came into my mind was literally like Arizona or Sedona or something along that line. It just feels mystical in some way.
That I can totally second here, because when I ask, Spirit keeps showing me, don't worry about the money. They keep saying, don't worry about the money. You
Right.
need to be somewhere that has abundance, but not money. It's energy. And it is, I can totally second that. And I feel exactly what you're picking up on, Kathy. There is like this feeling of spiritual abundance, the way that the land works with the people that live there. There's something really important about that space and that energy. So I can totally agree that something like Sedona would be a good idea. It doesn't particularly, I think, have to be specifically that, but I think as soon as Kathy said that, I just kept seeing like energy vortexes and certain little special places that you can go. It has something to do with like recharging your energy, keeping you in a space that is not just physically secure, but energetically secure. That seems really important right now, to be energetically secure.
Well, okay, here's the weird thing. You know, it's like ley lines. You know, in the earth, we have those ley lines. What I keep seeing around you, Allison, is literally almost like energetic pyramid that is being put around you. Like a meditation pyramid. I'm not really good with these words like Brandon can be sometimes. I usually just get visions and I can describe them as good as I can. But you ever see somebody, you know, like it's like a picture where you can see somebody meditating, but they're almost like in a pyramid, okay? And it's like this crystal or invisible type of pyramid that's around somebody. And this is what I keep picking up. And it just feels like you're at peace. It also feels like you're very connected to the ground. You're connected to it's like Gaia. It's like Gaia. And that's what I keep feeling. It just feels very, very connected. And again, if it's not like Arizona, I feel like you'll know exactly where you're drawn to. You know, it's interesting. Have you ever done scrying, or have you ever heard of scrying? Like where you can kind of feel where you're supposed to go. I almost feel like your fingers, your hands, if you were to go across a map, or if you were to even write down some of the places that you were interested in going to, I almost feel that you would feel that energy coming up through your fingertips and being drawn to it in some way. So this is what just keeps coming through for me for you.
Yeah, that seems really important. I think that I think Allison knows that. I think she just is unsure of exactly the place that she wants to be. But here's the thing, you're in an important time in your life of transition. So you need to think of what you're going through and what you're disconnecting from and letting go, and just focus on the energy of the place that you want. When you do that, you're going to start seeing these little moments, these little symbols or synchronicities. A place is literally going to call out to you and speak to you. Also, you're a Cancer. Homes, being at home, that's going to come natural to you. So you are going to attract these things in a conscious or subconscious way. Pay attention to those little moments. If a name of a place flashes across the screen, or it's on a business card or flyer that's on the ground that you pass over, just take note when a location is specifically calling to you, and note when you feel exactly what Kathy and I are talking about. Feeling energetic, feeling in a positive energy space, feeling secure, feeling open to that connection with the universe. When you feel that and one of those names comes across, that's going to be a good sign and indicator. Say, hey, there's something here you should explore for a moment. And that's going to kind of take you on your little path here.
Jenny, thank you. I'm so sorry. I just saw Jenny pop up because I kept thinking in my mind, God, I hope she's coming back. I felt so bad, Jenny. I'm so sorry. I was trying to block that guy who was just spamming us. And I, like, sometimes when the, chat's moving up, you're like, so I accidentally clicked you. I'm so sorry. Okay. Yeah. And Allison, I truly hope that that's helped. Did I cut you off, Brandon? Because I didn't mean to.
No, it was perfect timing.
Okay, good. Shailin, we will try to get to you next week. Absolutely. If you want to reach Brandon, you can reach him through the dreamteacher.com, or you can contact me at oracleintuitions.com, or through my Facebook or Instagram at Oracle Intuitions. Allison, I truly hope that has helped. Jenny, I want to get back to you, and I'm so sorry, my dear. Oh my God, I just felt so bad. I was like, okay, so general messages. You just feel like what I kept getting is that you were just so much lighter. Now, it was interesting because sometimes, and you've probably seen me do this, is sometimes I get messages through, it's like I see a vision of a tarot card or something like that. So I kept getting shown the Knight of Cups. So it feels like, for me, I don't know, has there been a change in your love life? Like, I believe that you had said that you were with somebody, that you are married, but it just feels like whether this is, this might even be because of releasing that energy. This could be really talking about feeling like a deeper love for people in general.
Ooh.
It's like you've removed a toxicity, and now you're able to actually start, like, okay, here's what I keep getting. This is what I keep getting shown. You know how I got shown like the field and these like butterflies and whatever it was, like it was just so beautiful. It was so open, but it almost felt like you were starting to connect. Okay. So if you were standing there, I hope you guys can hear, because there's some sort of weird big truck outside. It's almost as though your energy is starting to expand, and it's like literally almost like branches that are coming from you, but they're now starting to connect to things that you maybe haven't connected for a while. Okay. And you're starting to now feel them, and you're starting to now draw them into you. And and then I'm getting shown like the Empress energy from the tarot cards. So it almost feels as though you're just feeling things on a deeper level, or you're about to feel things on a deeper level by
That's it.
removing that toxicity, by removing, the things that were no longer needed or necessary. It's almost as though oh God, it's just gorgeous. You're just now starting to connect to everything, and it's starting to flow through you in this beautiful, positive way. This is what I keep getting.
Can I build on that real
Keep
quick?
getting shown.
I wanna build on that real quick because I
Yeah.
keep being shown that there is actually regressions or going through and looking back at memories all the way from childhood. And Spirit keeps showing me that you are removing blocks at this time. So it 100% makes sense why Kathy is picking up on all of that growth, because it just seems like you're doing a lot of revisiting, you're healing some of these old wounds or perhaps patterns or habits that just you maybe took for granted and didn't really fully consciously think about them and how they're affecting you. And now you're like kind of taking it's like a checks and balances, and kind of revisiting some of these memories, cutting out what's needed, and changing your path. Not even drastically either. It's just like these internal flips and switches that you're doing that are altering the bigger picture here. The one thing Spirit keeps showing me that you need to know is that you are changing your network. And so I know you had mentioned that you had disconnected from the friends. And I remember picking up on that last week or the week before or so about disconnecting from that group of friends. And they keep showing me that you are creating space now where you are actually going to expand your network, but it's going to be of people of a much higher frequency. They all resonate with a sense of abundance. And that's because you're unblocking so much of your energy to let more in. That is honestly really exciting. That is really exciting.
I had this desire to look through these. I actually had tarot cards right in front of me. So just give me 1 second, because I'm sure that you probably know the card, but for anybody that's out there that doesn't know the card, I just feel like it needs to be shown. So what I kept picking up, I hope it comes through, the Knight of Cups. Okay, where he's making that presentation, that beautiful offer. But then I'm getting the Empress. So you can see that green earth, absolute beautiful energy. And it just feels like I just keep hearing growth, but connected and expansion. And it's like rooted and grounded, but it's a whole new thing. And like Brandon said, like network, like it's a different network. It just feels so amazing. There's still a little bit of toxicity that you need to cleanse out. I don't know if this is from external, like people externally, but it may be just a residual energy that, it's like if we're let's say hanging out in a pool of mud, it may take us a while to like wash all that mud off. Okay. And that's what I kind of get. So there's just a little bit of residual that still needs to come off, but it's almost there. Okay. And because already you're just the change of your whole entire persona, like your energy, your aura, all of this is absolutely beautiful. So it's really starting to vibrate higher.
It's amazing. Some of the smaller internal things that we, focus on in ourselves create such resounding changes. It's a ripple effect. Like you might not see it right away, but you see how far it extends. It doesn't have to be a tsunami tidal wave. It could be a little ripple, but that ripple can go so far out.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
And Shailin, if you join us next week, hopefully we will be able to get to you. We're here every Wednesday at 6:00 p.m. And guys, thank you so much for watching tonight. We truly appreciate it. Brandon, where can they reach you?
thedreamteacher.com, y'all. You can hit me up there.
And you guys can reach me at oracleintuitions.com. You can reach me through here or my Facebook or my Instagram page. Also, guys, I am going to be putting up, make sure you look at my page tomorrow or look at my channel tomorrow. I'm going to have a new reading up. I'm going to be getting back into the weekly readings, and make sure that you also watch your, if a lot of people, most people watch their sun sign. Also watch your moon rising, and sometimes your Venus signs, just to connect all of that energy together, because all together that really forms a deeper picture for you. And especially if the sun one doesn't resonate. Sometimes I'll watch the Aquarius ones, but I have a Pisces moon, and I'll be watching the Pisces ones, from other people or other readers or whatever. And I'll be like, oh yeah, that's what's connecting. You can just feel it, because, it can vibrate on different levels. So thank you so much to everybody. And we truly appreciate you joining in. Hopefully Michelle will be here with us next week. Looking forward. And then we'll be able to get more into the lottery readings and stuff. It's just really hard when it's just Brandon and I, because it does kind of tire our energy out a little bit.
Spread a little thin here.
Yeah. And thank you so much, everybody. Have an amazing night and take care. Okay.